Hi there, everyone. This is Tina, and this is your message of the day. And this comes to you on a very special day, which is going to lead to a full moon that is also the end of a month. So you're kind of in between both of these energies. Now you might say, what does that mean for me? Basically, it means that you have the chance to recreate yourself, to recreate your life, to create new ways of approaching life, to change your perception of who you are right now. Many of you might have woken up this day just feeling sensitive for no reason, just, kind of just taking everything in and just being quiet and not speaking much and maybe reacting or overreacting emotionally, but not speaking really and not communicating. That's because more of this energy is asking you to reflect within than go outward and communicate and have a party or something, right? So that's okay. There are some days that you have to kind of listen to your own heartbeat. Many of you have been so busy working that you kind of don't even know what you want anymore as a person. If someone asks you what your hobbies are, you say, gosh, do I have any hobbies other than sleeping? Just coming home so tired that I just go to sleep. That's not having a hobby. So you have to kind of reconnect back with what your passions of life are, whatever they are, just for yourself, if nothing else. You don't have to take everything up professionally. That means if you like to do painting, or you like to hear music, or you like to watch a movie, or you just like to put your feet up, or you like to get a massage or something like that, go ahead and reconnect with those kind of energies this day, because also it's Sunday. And it's very, very, I would say, auspicious that this card comes to us on a Sunday, the sun. I mean, how much more obvious can it get that you have to relax and rejuvenate and think about yourself, right? So let's enjoy that, first of all. And also, for many of the religious traditions, including the one I follow and that my ancestors followed, the lineage, the Hindu religion, it very much honors the full moon, this particular full moon. Why? Because it brings a whole bunch of energies together and is kind of the end of darkness, you can say. Okay? So it's leading to a time of harvest, a time of abundance, I would say, walking into, more stable future. If that's what you're concerned about, then this is the day to take that up with the divine forces that surround you. And don't just put it off to, I'll do it tomorrow. That tomorrow will never come. In fact, the divine ones say that, look at this image right now and decide for yourself what your sunlight is. What form of sunlight do you seek? Is it for your health? Is it for your home? Is it for your family? Is it for all? That's fine. And also, what stops us sometimes from praying is that we think we're being too greedy. That, I just keep on asking for myself and I never ask for others. If you ask for yourself and you are a source of happiness for others anyways in the tangible world, you've already paid back, you can say, your prayer that you received from the divine. Why? Because you're sharing the attitude of gratitude, and that is only a form of love. So it'll go further and further and further if shared with someone. So that's okay. Don't hold back and don't stop yourself. That's where people go wrong. They think that, I don't deserve this prayer and I should not have it because, and that because always stops you from being happy. That because will never be wiped out, because you will always find something that you think that you did, you can say, incorrectly. Why I took a moment to think? Because you think about it. What makes you think that you're not deserving of God's love? I'll be quiet for a moment to give you a chance to reflect and just look at this image while you are doing that. Just think, I'm not deserving because. It's a very unique form of exercise instead of saying I deserve, right? That we usually get into. Attitude of gratitude will automatically come. You just look at this image and see what part of this image makes you think that you're not deserving of God's love. If you find anything, then that's what stops you. That is exactly actually the chakra point that will, go back. It'll stiffen. And that means you're back. Back means you have self-esteem issues, power issues, you give your power away. Stomach means you just take everybody's negativity in and hold it for yourself. It's not for you. Negativity does not help the other person. It does not help you. It does not help the situation. It does not help anyone or anything. So don't do that. So see which chakra point now reacts to your not deserving. That's where you hold pain. And today, the Divine Ones come in this unique form, and unique partnership of day and card that I've seen very, very few times, even as one who gives of the light. That day and card match up, and so perfectly, with the theme of the day absolutely reflected here. So look at this image for a moment again. And this time, choose for yourself a reason to invite the blessings in, that you do deserve it, that you're lovable. Whatever strikes your fancy. It's like you're asking like a little baby, like a child, like the baby in the image. You're not thinking, you just want something and you're asking for it. Not what's going to happen in the future, what did I carry from the past, none of that. You just want it. It's the passion of the moment. So for yourself this day, as you keep on looking at this image, keep on connecting to one form of the symbols, be it the sunlight, be it the baby, the bowl she's sitting in, that is full and abundant and full of water, and tranquil plants and lotuses that can calm your soul, balloons, horns that can be expressed on your behalf, a bird cage that can help you with a new beginning. And the sunlight is very interesting here, right? You might say, why is the sun not shining completely? That's you. That's you finding who you really are and coming into the full expression of yourself. And then you can even choose a color if that strikes your fancy. So don't limit yourself just to the symbols. Again, that's limitation. I would never ask you to limit yourself. Expand yourself like the beautiful sky behind her. Whatever that lady maybe represents to you. Maybe that's who you want to be. Light-hearted, carefree, considered beautiful and fancy. Whatever. Again, that's not being egotistical. If you always had problems with expressing and owning and enjoying your physical beauty, then there's something wrong. So maybe for some ladies, this might be a visit to the beauty parlor to make yourself just feel pretty just for you. It doesn't mean you're trying to show off anything. So enjoy that. Look at that sunlight, the sun's face. Carefree, loving, sweet, innocent, brilliant, shining. And shining without question, right? Now you might say there's no shine coming. See the shine outside, it's coming. It's coming towards the face of the sun. That's you inviting all the brilliance of the universe to you if you choose to embrace it this day. And the universal forces will not give up. In fact, this day is a very good day for all who want to engage, because it's being a Sunday, in all forms of meditative activities, because also with the full moon's influence and canopy of care already over the planet, enchantment, magic, intuition, creativity, connection, it's all built up. You can choose one virtue. Which one do you want to connect with? What do you want to enhance? Or what do you want to enhance them all? Like a refrigerator with many, many levels of food sitting there. That's you. You have so many talents within you, dear one. You don't even begin to understand the half of you, right? So what I would say to make it easier for yourself, because sometimes people back off also from doing spiritual things because it's too overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many books and there's so many pathways and so many classes. Which one do I take? First of all, write down 5 words that come to you. Yes, words, not classes, not themes, not subjects, just words. Look back at those words. It'll tell you what you're interested in. So let's just say you wrote down methodical. Okay, that means you like method. You want to learn method about what? Write down the next word. Method will come, say, related to angelic therapy or Reiki. I'm just giving you an example because that's what I'm interested in. You might like painting. You might like reading. You might like writing. How to write. Computer software, electronics, science, and scientific things. Herbs, all kinds of stuff, right? And so you'll see that, oh, these are not virtues. These are actually themes that I've written down, because your mind will release them without you realizing it, because you're not controlling it. You just opened the door and said, let it come down on the paper. And when it comes down on the paper, then you might be like, now what do I do with it? Well, you have this whole day to help you now decide what you want to do with it. I want to. Help me, divine ones, to whatever it is. So let's just say you want to start writing a book, and you wrote down that as part of your list. Beautiful book. And then you go, what do I do with this beautiful book? Do I read it or do I write it? You decide what you do. If you just want to read this day, and you don't have to become the next published author or something and the great winner of the literary awards of the year. Whatever it is that you want to do, but your heart will be happy. You will start smiling and looking at this picture very differently. Now I see the elements of heaven helping me. The movement of the water, that I can relax and de-stress there and find my own inner voice again. The lovely baby sitting there is the new beginning of anything. Literally a physical baby if you want to have a baby. Or you want to start something new, a new business. Again, a new painting, a new form of craft. Or something about spirituality you want to share with people. You want to start a new group. And don't always think of it in professional ways, that it has to be for a professional reason. Sometimes it's just expression. You just want to get that word out there about how the angels function because you found it this way and you found this beautiful pathway of speaking to the angelic forces or speaking to Archangel Michael that you think is interesting. Start a channel on YouTube like I have right here. Here we meet every day, right? I'm just giving you an example. You have to decide for yourself what works for you and your schedule, how you function in your daily life. Maybe you're working, so you don't have all that time to give. But decide for yourself this day that you will give to yourself at least 1 or 2 hours, one hour say in the morning and 1 hour in the evening to yourself, just because, to listen to your heartbeat, that how do I feel about myself right now? How do I feel about my life right now? And make friends with the sun. The sun can actually be approached as a guide, as a friend, as a Lord, however you want to approach the sun. And everything that you need, you always need light, right? Understanding. The pathway. It only becomes clear when there's light shed upon it. So here comes the sunlight for you. You can give her a name or him a name and connect your heart Ask for your heart's solar center, as it's called, to be open. What does that mean? You're basically open to all of the Akashic spaces. That doesn't mean you're going to invite anything dangerous to you. Because as soon as something feels uncomfortable, just block off the light. So not even for one moment do you need to be scared or alarmed about, oh my gosh, I've opened my solar center, what will come through? What will come through is what you will decide. Just like the angelic forces. Who you befriend, what you understand, what you learn, all chosen by you. Isn't that a wonderful way to go forward? Saying that all the disappointments I've had thus far, oh, they're just going to continue. No, they're going to be changed and replaced by your trying and your affirmations and your visualizations and your prayers and your hopes. You're still here. You're still breathing for a reason. God has a purpose for you. And everything doesn't always have to mean that you become a great world leader. If you just even love your family with full heart, you've already changed the world. Recognize that. You're very important where you are. To those who are surrounding you, the circumstances you find yourself in, the environment where your energy is going. And guess what? If you're connecting with the sun, you're sharing this brilliant sunlight with all around you. It just automatically flows. Even if you're online, people will feel it. That love will just pour through. And look at the superb number. I mean, in every way, it's talking about going forward. Start again, start afresh. Uplift yourself. Maybe for some of you, you might have to do it on purpose because of the full moon's effect. Many of the sensitive people feel like their joints will just not move or their eyes will not open. That's okay. Just work through that and don't start blaming yourself again. You have too much to do for this world. And see how also this beautiful, give her a name now. That's why I stopped. Is she a goddess? Is she a fae? Is she an angel who's sitting there? Or is she you? Who is that? That beautiful female figure over there. That's what I'll call her, with the wings. That's you opening up. Guess what? It's you. And with you, of course, or within you, is your higher self coming forward more and more into your everyday. Be excited by that. So you don't have to feel bored anymore, that I just do the same thing, I wear the same clothes, blah, blah, blah. It's so boring, right? Look around you. How can you change that approach? Which flower, which symbol, which color? There's even golden light glistening around the bowl. Part of the bowl is dark. That's the dark you're leaving behind, the darkness. The old, the worn out, that no longer serves you, that has no meaning to your heart anymore, because the sun is very much connected, of course, with the heart. That's why we opened our solar center, right? And also, of course, it warms your heart, it warms the world, it warms your body, it warms your life. You can see what you're doing, you're excited about it. Everything starts to merge together beautifully. Mind and heart are not at conflict today, right? For once. Because they're not meant to be. They're meant to actually work as friends, as partners. But most of the time we say, oh, today's day is focused on this and that other day is focused on that. Today the sunlight is saying, let us all blend together and come together. So even if you have some misunderstanding, per se, this is a good day to harmonize relationships. with all forms of people and all forms of relationships. But start with yourself first and foremost. And this card, also for those who care to follow the traditional tarot method, comes sometimes facing in the opposite direction, reversed. What does that mean? Does it mean anything for you? It means you're blocking. You're blocking the sunlight and you're embracing the darkness and negativity more. And you think that every day is just a chore and you become tired with that. So when you look at this, of course, I put it up in the optimistic manner. So you embrace the best for yourself. But if you see it upside down, just in your imagination, just know that that's not a problem. Everything can be healed by the divine forces. Just surrender it, that's all. Abundance, peace, happiness in all ways, in all realms of your life, flowing through beautifully. Okay? And this comes to you so beautifully and majestically through the energy cards by Sandra Taylor, and Sandra can be reached at sandrataylor.com. And the superb way that the sunlight for once is shown, not just glistening, but with layers for us to work through and understand, is given to us in this creative and an innovative manner through the art of Jenna Della Grottaglia. And Jenna can be reached at AUTUMNSGODDESS.com. And this is Tina signing off for now. So enjoy this new time with yourself. Grow into your fullness with the full moon. Embrace the divine magic that is surrounding you always, this day and always, but become more aware of it more and more, and bring that into your life. And life will not be a struggle anymore. Fears, they will start to literally go into that cup of abundance and be replaced and changed. So embrace your problems even, and say that you come to teach me something and I'm going to replace you and change you, but I choose to stand and rise and be with the light and bring the smile back to your face. You've chosen. Nothing can replace that. So bye for now.